What? Come on, what the Oh, right. Maybe it's because I haven't tapped in. Anyway, look. Okay, yes. Look at that. Almost professional. Never mind. Not even close. I've been really looking forward to this DLC coming out so that I could stream it and play it and showcase how terrible I am at making builds in this game. I started a new character because I wanted to play the Berserker, obviously. But I haven't gotten to the part where the DLC starts. And I have debated just, I have a character that is probably at the right level and doesn't have all of the... Because the thing is, I could use a merit and unlock all of the warp and etc, which would make things way faster. The problem is, I'm afraid that it will also unlock all of the ones in the DLC, and I don't want that. I want to find them. That would be kind of cheating. That's lame. So, I think I might just cope and sieve and a little bit of both, really. So, I fuck it, I guess. Then, this is also just straight up weird that the last time, I believe the last time I heard anything about the Berserker class mastery, the transformations were supposed to be like standard, that they weren't permanent, but with like specific armor sets that gave you some ways to achieve a permanent transformation. But no, man, this is just permanent. I guess they must have decided that actually it was more fun and cooler if you just got to toggle it. I've been rocking the werewolf transformation as a leveling skill. It has more than one. Mainly, I'm interested in it because it has a movement ability, and that's just hell yeah. I have theorized the ultimate movement class, because Berserker has leap, which is another movement ability that doesn't require a target, which could go with Vire's Might, which also doesn't need a target, to maximum speed. Also, you have max movement speed here. Yes, I've been putting points into this mainly because I want the movement speed. Because I want to go fast. Because I want to get through the game to get to the DLC. I have also been contemplating to respec so I can test out and check out how the Were-Raven works. But, yeah. Oh, I unlocked Leap. Nice. Unfortunately, I can't use all of the weapon pool skills or Onslaught because as far as maybe Onslaught I could use, but as far as I understand it, everything else doesn't trigger with the abilities that being a werewolf gives you. And I mean, being a werewolf, pretty damn overpowered. Well, not overpowered. It's pretty damn good. The rush ability is already alright. Like, it's already pretty... It's more than alright. It's Vire's Might, kind of. Or, basically. And then your basic attacks have AoE. It's a small AoE directly in front of you, but it's AoE, so... that's pretty damn good. For like... Oh, whoops. Just reflexively, I saw that I had a skill off cooldown and I wanted to press the button, and I didn't think about the fact that that's the skill that I don't press because it makes me substantially weaker if I press it again. Oh, whoops. Also, new potions. Look at that. They look a lot cooler. And while I have been, if you notice in the videos, oh shit. In the video I made about... okay, I just got blown up. Anyway. In the video I made about Grim Dawn, I already had the updated UI. And that's because I was playing on the beta. Oh, wait, I didn't even... Okay. I was playing on the beta because I had to. Because I was stupid and I didn't back up my saves. Which means that basically... Oh, okay, never mind. This is not better. Which basically means that I either played on the beta or I didn't play the video game. Because of the new bank features, I think. Just loading in with any character crashed the game. Which, you know, meant I either had to delete all of my characters or play on the beta. So I just played on the beta. And I got lucky that I wasn't punished by having to lose all of my characters. Oh shit. I pressed it again. Why did I do that? God damn. I can't wait until I get to the potion customization part, because that's... Actually, I can't wait until I get to any of it. Like, there's so much cool stuff. Re-rolling all of the Ascended stuff, all of the Ascension Shrine stuff is just awesome. And I'm going to replay this a billion times and then maybe make a video about it. I haven't decided if I want to make a video about it, because I've played like 2 hours of it. Actually, I'll tell you why I've played 2 hours of it. I ended up regretting this because I was like, you know what I could do? I could get this achievement of killing Warden Krieg. In case you didn't know, it's basically the first real boss of the game at level 10, where normally you... Like, a more normal level to fight him at would be like 15, maybe even a little more. Because he's level 19, which meant I fought him at level 10, which is 9 levels under, so it took considerably longer. As in, it took probably half an hour, because I died like a couple of times and my damage sucked pretty bad. Oh my god, I did it again! And I did it again! I just... Unbelievable how bad I am at doing this extremely simple task. Anyway, this is a game I have been, like... I was like, oh, I can't wait until I have a very good reason to stream. Oh my god. Okay. I have fallen off quite hard. I might need to get more stuff. Oh god. Or stop being indecisive and actually pick a second master. Because I haven't done that. Or maybe dodge that one. There's a lot of options here, and all of them are good, and none of them I do. So that's a bit of a... Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm just dead. Okay, cool, epic. Anyway, I was saying that I was looking forward to streaming this game because this is a game that I can just yap relatively easily while playing it. And then, because there's going to be moments where I'm like real heavy pondering, but it's most like the majority of the moment-to-moment gameplay is, you know, autopilot. I've played through the game enough times to know where the major things are and how to get around, etc. And I got extremely lucky because as soon as I came back home to play Grim Dawn, I noticed that the rainbow mod, which is because normally like the physical damage, bleeding damage is not none of it is color coded. The mod that adds that got updated basically at the same time as I came back home. So I just got to hop onto the game immediately with it. Also, I'm gonna try respecking in. I don't even know if this is a good idea. Maybe it's not.
Farewell.
Maybe it's not, because I was struggling with tankiness, and that is not going to help. If anything, it's gonna make it worse, because as far as I understand it, the Were-Raven is like a caster type thing. Yeah, like it doesn't have this skill, or you know, something that gives you healing, which is something that the werewolf does have. Is there anything for bleeding here? More damage, more damage. Anything for piercing? Piercing your mom. Oh, that's that's an idea. But there's very little for piercing. That's epic and cool. Sure. Okay, I can put it on that, which is good. But I have been skimping out on the shrines, and I don't remember where they are. I mean, I remember where one of them is. It's in the it's here in the cave. But hold on, let me find that again. But I don't remember the other ones. There's a long ass list that cuz I have the I don't know, I don't have it open, but I do follow a speed leveling guide normally for like you know, it's a guide that basically tells you, hey, these are easy shrines to get. You should get them in normal, and then you will probably get, by the end of it, all of your playthroughs, you will have the 55. I imagine now it's gonna be maybe a little easier, because as far as I understand it, Fangs of Asterkarn adds I don't know how many more, but a couple more shrines to the world, which means it'll be a lot easier to get to 55 by just doing multiple playthroughs instead of needing to seek them out particularly. But you know, I am very lazy when it comes to farming the shrines. So I tend to do it as little as I can and as late as I can, because there is no excuse. It's just stupid. They give good loot, and they give a unique reward that you're encouraged to do as much as possible. I just don't feel like going to them. I just partially I forget to do them, and partially I just am like, you know, I have to run around, and that like takes effort. I don't like that. No. But hell yeah. Oh god, I did it again. How do I keep picking this up? It's so simple. Hopefully with this devotion I should get a little tankier, because it does give some healing bonuses, etc. But come on. But yeah, I mean, I'm not the best at this game. Let me correct myself. I'm not very good at this game, but I can throw something together. Is it gonna be a build? Yes. Technically. Is it gonna be good? Now you're asking too much of me. That is just simply unacceptable. How could you ask that of me? Wait a minute, I had garbage gear on? Well, that... you know, that explains some of it. I suppose if you have... what's this? If you have level 1 gear that's really bad in the main armor slot, you know, that's why you might be squishier than you really should be. So I think, I mean, that's a meh. But like, this sucks really bad actually. And this one sucks even worse, so... Because everything right now is piercing damage, but I could switch it all over to chaos damage if I wanted to. I still have not decided, or am even close to deciding, what mastery I'm going to combine with this. Maybe... Oh, I saw that they changed how these things work for demolitionists. That's gonna be interesting. Doesn't demolitionist have something that removes chaos resistance? Yes, yes. Hellfire Mine removes chaos resistance, so that's an option. But I will probably just pick something wacky and then have to scour Grim Tools, which, by the way, kind of insane, but also kind of really cool that they updated Grim Tools before the expansion so that everything was there. I mean, I was already stressing out about having to figure out builds and like play the game without having access to that, because it is such an incredibly useful tool. So very cool of them. I did definitely checked it out and spoiled myself on a bunch of things because I got too excited and I was like, oh my god, I can check out what's in the expansion, holy shit. And I can't wait. So much of the art, like simply the art of the new weapons, new items, etc. looks so good. Like they have improved quite a lot. I mean, just look at those potions. The potions look so much better than they used to. And I do believe this is the same engine. Actually, I'm not sure, but it might be the same engine that the original... what is it called? I forgot. The ye old game that was Dual Mastery. I forgot. Yeah. Ooh! Bleeding resist removal. Huh? That's interesting. That's interesting. What does that do normally? Okay. Normally it's pierce. Wait, okay, so that gives him even more pierce resistance removal. Resistance shred. It's pierce, cold, chaos, and bleeding. So another option I've been considering could be shaman, because shaman's cool. And they have a bunch of weapon pool skills and elemental resistance, elemental damage stuff. So if I want to do cold damage, that's an option. But I generally just pick something based on items, and I don't have items to base myself on. So I'll just have to figure it out and make a combo that maybe works without any items or anything, and then figure out something. Because I generally like the really weird stuff that requires very specific gear to make it work. You know, as like an end goal for the character. Because obviously you're not gonna have access to legendary weapons from the start of the game, which means you will have a harder time at the start because you don't have your actual build. Where? Oh god, let me not fight those guys because they fuck you up. I believe these are you know, characters, etc. for community leads, I guess that's how you would call them. You know, people in the community that are important, etc. So not me, because I mean, it would be fair, like, it wouldn't, like, objectively speaking, I made a single video. Absolutely, completely, absolutely. I was not expecting anything, and I'm not expecting anything. Even implying that I was, you know, even talking about it was stupid. Anyway. Oh god, I pressed the fucking... Okay, that one was not my fault. I pressed the number 2 button, and my finger slipped on 1 as well. But it is I mean, I am slightly more tanky. is slightly more tanky than instant death, is surprisingly not that tanky still. Maybe if I actually turned in the quests instead of going ahead. Oh my god. Instead of going ahead with the storyline because I know where to go, etc., etc., would give me more XP and make me a little tankier. So let's go do that.
Well,
oh god, it feels so good to have two movement abilities.
We have to hit them hard.
Yeah. I guess I'm just going to keep going and see how it goes. I mean, I don't really have any good ideas. I equipped these for the love of the game, kind of, because I don't think these are the best weapons available. I should probably put something in them. Like, where is it? Serrated Spike is probably what I should put as just like a throw it in there for some extra free DPS. Also something cool that I don't get to showcase. Oh no, it is still here. Like, this guy had specific dialogue for when you're transformed, which is like, I did not think that. I didn't think that they would do that. I was very surprised when I saw it. And I was actually confused why I couldn't talk to him, because, you know, he's on the way during the main quest. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just going on autopilot, and suddenly the text box is different, etc. And I was just like, what? Why can't I talk to him? And then I read and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm a werewolf. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to be acknowledged. Which is very cool, but also it's the only time that's happened. So it was weird that he's the only one that seems to be surprised by the whole werewolf thing. And I don't know if it's weird on him or weird on everyone else. I think it's probably weird on everyone else, that they're just like, yeah, fuck it, this guy's also a werewolf. He was like this guy. I'm playing as a girl, but whatever. Yeah, they were like possessed by an ethereal, and now they can fucking turn into a werewolf. Sure, whatever the fuck, man. I don't even care anymore. Like, what? I jumped on top of the thing. Okay, I was convinced I was under. I mean, I guess that is kind of fair. No one, for every other class, no one questions how you can do a lot of the things you can do. But this one is very obvious. I'm a giant fucking werewolf that rips people to shreds with my bare fucking hands, you know. That one, you know, shooting lasers from your hands, you know, it takes a little bit to get there, but, you know, eventually. You can do this from level 2, I guess. But, you know, you can do this as soon as you get the mastery, so the people of Devil's Crossing send you out to deal with the buried, the zombies of Burial Hill. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back a werewolf or some shit. And they just, and a huge fucking monster comes back and they're like, oh, this is the, no, this is normal. Everything's chill. And the guy that's scared about it is the crazy one. Like, you know, maybe he isn't all that crazy considering all the events of the game. Well, kind of. I mean, even without being a werewolf, the player character is pretty ridiculous. Like, I get being, like, I believe the only superpower or like special thing is the teleporting. Everything else is just explained with, yeah, they could do that. They could always do that, don't you know? So how is humanity losing if people can just do that shit? That's a good question. I guess because there are a lot of ethereals. I don't know. Someone should make a silly lore explanation video. Not me, because there is no lore explanation video or no lore compendium. There's nothing. I have to research by grabbing every single note in the game and reading everything and looking through everything, which would take forever. And maybe I will do it, but it's gonna take a while. And I don't even know if the lore is good to be silly. Like, I think there's a specific attribute, or lore for games needs to be a certain way for it to work well in a silly explanation type environment. Because if it's like, for example, Elden Ring lore, I feel like that works perfectly because it's so complicated, and a lot of weird shit happens, and it's all kind of fantasy and weird, and like, so it's just what, like, the whole Radagon thing is just such an insane thing to never really, I mean, it is kind of explained, but it's not explained how she has children with herself. So that's something. And I guess that leaves a lot of room. Plus there is just a lot of room for silly stuff, because it, not everything. Very few things are actually explained. So I guess that's why it works well. Doom lore, dear God, I mean, that shit's a plot hole, not a lore. And I know, if there's one gaming lore that I'm pretty confident about knowing, it's the Doom lore, and that one's a big plot hole. So I think that one works because it's just so confusing. Maybe it's just, confusing lores are the ones that make sense in a silly explanation, because there's so much you can do, since most people don't actually know what the fuck is going on, and since most people will not know what's going on, even if they try to, because it's just weird. Like in Elden Ring, to know the lore, you have to collect every single item. It's even worse than all of the lore notes in this game, because in Elden Ring it's literally everything. You need a 100% save file to have access to all of the lore. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do the Durrani quest. Well, whatever. Yeah, the guy from Devil's Crossing that's evil and fucked up and twisted, and like on the guide that tells you how to speed level, they're like, oh no, you should go to Ultimate and like pick up that quest, but you should be like, yeah, no, I'm not telling your secret, bro, because you can't actually fight him. But I don't want to do that, so I always fight him, and it takes a long ass time. But he deals no damage, and I deal no damage, and eventually he dies. I think the last time I did that, I had the guards help too. Because if you get him close enough to the guards, he just starts attacking them and they attack him back. But they deal garbage damage, because everyone else other than your character in this game is just terrible at their jobs. Hey bro.
What do you?
I'm not even gonna try talking to you. What do you? Immediately stabbed. I mean, I am a big fucking werewolf. Why would you even try to talk to the big werewolf? Also, funny thing I experienced. I was trying to, I was looting stuff, etc., etc. And normally, when when your inventory is full and you try to pick something up, it says, your character says not enough space or something. But in werewolf form, you just roar, which, I mean, yeah, your character can't speak in werewolf form, but it was very funny to just hear. I was pressing the pickup item button, and all I could hear was roar, roar, roar. I was like, what the hell does that mean? Oh, my inventory is full. Also, on the subject of having a pickup item button, every ARPG needs that. That is such a good feature. I can't believe that only Grim Dawn has it, basically. Like, I haven't found another game that has it. But it's so good and it's so simple. Like, you would assume that it's, you know, it's such a basic thing. I don't understand why it's not more common, because it's like, you know, it saves you from having to click on every single one. You just spam a button and you pick everything up. You know, you hold it down, etc. It's so nice. It's so much nicer than having to click on every single thing. I mean, maybe for, like, they studied it, because ARPGs are one of those genres that got just broken in half and like had its entrails drunk by the big companies, because they wanted the secret sauce that makes them addicting, and etc, for the magic buzzword of player attention. So like, maybe they figured out that if you click on each one it feels better or something. But like, I don't care. I like spamming the pick up item button. Also, I'm dealing no damage. That is slightly concerning. Maybe some extra side questing is actually in order. I haven't actually, I mean, I think I've completed a bunch of side quests. It's just that I haven't turned them in because I have been doing the me classic of when I play this game, which is complete like all of the quests because I know what they are. Well, not all of them. I don't think I ever completed every single quest in the game, and that's fine. I don't wanna. It's one of those things where I don't actually want to fully 100% things because I want to keep discovering new things. You know, I don't remember which other game I said this about, but I think it was, I think I said it about another game in a video too, or a stream, that like, not 100%ing it is a conscious decision I'm making, so I can constantly be like, oh my god, that's something, and like discover new stuff, even though it's an older game, etc, etc. You know, I could have discovered it, but I haven't played it enough to do so. And that's just, you know, I will one day discover everything, but I will try my hardest not to do it like way too quickly, etc. But I do try to do as much as possible because it's just fun. Even like, maybe I shouldn't be playing on veteran now that I think about it, because it's just slower, you know. It's just slower, and it's not even worth it for the XP cost. I can turn it on once I get to the DLC, but maybe until I get to the DLC, I should probably turn it off so I can get there a little quicker. But to do that, I have to log out. I don't want to do that. Not log out. I have to quit the main menu. That's like, see, I can just spam one button and pick everything up. Also, why would you not keep some of that? Like, this is such a free decision. You still destroy the laboratory. It's just you get something out of it instead of you get nothing. Like, you get the feeling of being a good person for not having taken the free stuff that was attached to the free stuff sign on the bad guy's lair. Like, really, like, is that a bad thing? It was the bad guy's stuff. I stole it and I'm gonna use it for good. Simple as that, you know? Maybe I should turn off veteran mode. Also, because I've been yapping a lot, I just noticed that I have like no water. So I'll probably have to stop and go grab some more water. I pressed the button. I pressed it again and again. Okay. I'll have to go stop and get water because it's not hot anymore. It's not like death hot. But speaking constantly for 2 hours tends to make your mouth extremely dry. And that was me finishing all of the water I had. Yeah, maybe a little pause is in order in a little bit. A little bit meaning the next time I get thirsty. And actually, I'm going to quit out. Look at the new. Look at the new background. Looks so pretty. Also, I do have just a couple of characters at max level, and a couple of builds. I have played through this game a bunch of times, not as many times as you know. There are people who have played through it a lot more, obviously. But I have played it a little bit, and I'm going back to normal. Fuck that shit, bro. It's just not worth it. It's worth it in terms of like gameplay difficulty, but if you want to get through the game quick, and I kind of do, because really all I'm doing is making it so I get to the DLC later, and I want to get to the DLC quickly.
Well, now
Because veteran mode, objectively speaking, is just not worth it at all. Because the amount of time that you lose by the additional difficulty, plus 50% XP. No, it's not even 50%. It's 10%. Plus 10% XP does not make up for that in like any way, shape, or form. So it's just bad. But I still usually do it because it's more fun. Because it's harder, and so it forces you to, lock in a little more. But I'm actually going to keep this. But it isn't optimal if you want to get through the game as quickly as possible. I'm just gonna sell everything because thinking about what to keep and what not. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna sell this one. That one's not that bad. Also, boom! Epic new item. New item, new button. You can do that. That's cool. I like that. I mean, honestly, it was never really a big problem having too many like materials and stuff in your inventory. And really all that you needed was the material page. This is like, I really like this. This is a really cool change, or addition, as well as this. Both of these are really cool. Also, look at that, so many more pages, and also you can customize them. I don't know how you do that. Oh, there you go. You can customize them. That's nice. I really like that. I'm just gonna drop this in here so that if I wanna use it, basically if I go with Berserker Shaman, I can come here and grab this as a like free leveling weapon. Because I think it's actually, I don't know if it's a good leveling skill, so I don't know, but it's something. And I mean, this isn't elite anymore. I'm basically chasing the green number on weapons, etc. Let me just go. I completed like a shit ton of quests, so let me just go and there you go. Let's go talk to all of the people and tell them, yep, I knew that you needed that to be done, and I did it. Yep, did that. I already did that. Yep, cool, thanks. Yeah, here you go. Take that. I know you would have found it interesting. Oh, you need honey? You need royal jelly? There you go. I found that for you. Is there like a quest over here? Or is it just like for it makes you feel good that you do that? Oh no, there is a quest, and it's just free when you kill the guy. Epic. What's up? What? Who will keep the beasts out? Excuse me, I'm right here. You're gonna say that to my face? I can't fucking believe this little bastard. Literally, because bro is like half the size of... The werewolf is fucking massive, by the way. Like, it's all hunched over and shit, but if it was standing tall, it would like be twice the size of a normal human. I guess that's kind of the point, that they like are kind of hunched over. Huh. Well, you know, I'm not a werewolfologist. Or... Yeah, sure, buddy, sure. Here you go. Take the money. Go to prison. It's like $300 is nothing. When things are going to cost $1 million, billion, trillion, $300 is nothing. Legitimately, the amount of I'm doing this for the love of the game. There is no reason why I should. Actually, I shouldn't be doing this for the love of the game yet. You know, later on Elite, or you know, when I have more of a build figured out, doing stuff for the love of the game makes a little more sense. You know, you want to play with the build, you want to play the video game. But I am just trying to get to the DLC as quickly as possible, while still, well, not as quickly as possible, because if I wanted to do it as quickly as possible, the fastest route would just be load up a previous character or use a merit. But if I do that, I'm afraid it will ruin the experience that I want to have. I want to have the first playthrough experience be, you know, normal. You know, the most basic intended playthrough possible, so that I have a very, you know, a very normal, chill first experience, and then I can just rush through everything and not even like pay one attention, let alone two. Fucking bastard. I so often forget that priests can do that, and then I am often reminded rudely that they can just heal each other forever. 2 undead priests can literally hold you up forever if your character has their damage is too low to kill one of them quickly. You are just stuck. You know, you just have to say, fuck these 2 guys, they're just gonna heal each other. I'm not dealing with this. I don't get paid enough for this. I mean, you don't get paid enough in this game at all. Like, they pay you jack shit for how, like, the weapons, the prices that they charge you for the weapons just makes it so clear that you are very underpaid for the service you provide. Very underpaid. You literally save the fucking planet 4 times, and they are like, here, $40, and don't you dare ask for more, because you know what your value is, and it ain't that. It's less. Like, come on, dude. I just killed God for you, and you are going to not even, like, acknowledge that at all? You're just gonna be a bastard? Hey, cool. That's not even true. They do acknowledge that you are, like, awesome as fuck. But it is crazy that, like, you don't have... I said it already, but, like, the only superpower or, you know, thing that's, like, super special about you, and, you know, you were possessed, etc., and thanks to your possession... Oh, wait, let me do this quest, because it's cool. Thanks to your possession, you got the power to do this! Oh my god. And that's it. That's all the power. You know, that's all that you got in terms of special abilities. I mean, it's a very useful special ability, but everything else is normal. So, like, everything else that you do is not special, which puts a lot of things into question, because you know, I guess everyone is just unskilled. Like, you don't have any special powers, you are just better. You are just built different in the regular way. Constructed in a completely new manner. Like, come on, what the hell? Alright, these guys are completely immune to bleed. Slightly problematic when, like, over half of my damage is bleed, but, so probably more than slightly problematic. Oh my god, there's a fucking priest. There's another... Okay, that's not a priest. That's a priest. Oh my god, there's so many. I would never kill that guy if a priest comes around, because my damage is ass. Like, look at that. Look at how long it's taking. I am very close to just going to grab a little bit of water. As I said, this is a very good yap game. I could talk relatively easily while just, you know, leveling a character, etc. Maybe because of the DLC, because the DLC is a thing, etc. I'm not quite as much on autopilot as I would be normally, so it's a little bit harder. Plus, you know, never really done it, you know, streaming. But I still think that this is significantly better than like Factorio. Factorio is just so tough as a streaming game because you need to ponder and you need to keep your train of thought with the game and with the conversation you're having with yourself. And it makes it really tough to get anything done in Factorio. Like when I streamed it, I basically just sat around and yapped while being like, oh, I should probably do this, and then doing something once in a while. When I get all 3 passages, I'm going to maybe say a couple of words about it, because I did read that just out of personal curiosity, and it is somewhat interesting, like the history of Arkovia. And basically, as far as I understand, fuck off. As far as I understand it, the Wilds god Michael Morbius, or Mordrogen, I think is the name. I forget. Actually, there is an easy way to tell because the shaman has like something. Yeah, Mogdrogen. Mogdrogen was just like, hey, King of Arkovia, you should probably listen to this. Like, bro, you wanna get the fuck out of there, cause shit's about to go crazy style. And I'm not sure if he caused the crazy style shit, or the crazy style shit was gonna happen and it was gonna take down the king's family or something. From when you talk to him, he's like, no. The crazy style shit was gonna happen. Bro was respectful. He was a real one. That's why I'm helping his sons, like his family. And that's what the Rovers are. They are children of the Rowari dynasty or something like that, and Mogdrogen basically swore to protect them forever. And then the apocalypse happened, and bro was like, wow, this is, oh boy, this is a lot of work I signed up for. God damn, I should not have said that. And then you show up and he's like, oh, that's fucking awesome, I don't have to do shit anymore, hell yeah. And then you kill another god and you just beat the shit out of him. Actually, I don't think you killed the Ravager. You just beat the shit out of the Ravager too. And it's like, damn, bro, that was cool. But I'm like immortal, but you know, you're pretty strong. I think there are some bosses, some of the like scary, super powerful bosses you do actually kill, but those two I believe you don't canonically kill, because that would be problematic. Maybe the Ravager you do canonically kill. I don't know about that one, but I do know about Mogdrogen, or I don't know. I still don't know how to say it. I don't know about Michael Morbius. I think he definitely survives because he's a boss in the base game, and in the first DLC he shows up to basically tell you, hey bro, can you like clean up this mess? I could, and I probably should, but I got like a pie in the oven, and like my ankle really hurts, and like my doctor told me not to put any strain on it. So I mean, I get that I'm like a god and stuff, but you're like good at doing stuff, you know, so just do it for me. And you do it, and it's not even that bad. And then he's just like, oh, okay, cool, here you go, have like 20 bucks. Actually, no, I think he gives you a legendary, so he's a little bit more thankful that you did his job for him. But bro still has an attitude, and I mean he's a god, so that mostly makes sense. But bro gives attitude to the guy that he literally, you are slacking off by giving me your job. Fuck off. Don't give me attitude on top of that. Come on. That's just unprofessional. So I believe, getting back on a little bit back on point, I believe the point of the story. I believe the point of the story when you can access the DLC is basically at the end of the main story, when you get to Fort Icon, because you know, oh boy, who could have guessed it? Because the DLC is connected directly to Fort Icon. Icon, or is it Icon? I mean, it looks like Icon. It's just a funny name, so I was worried. Hey Elsa.
Watch your back.
I'm gonna let you go. Can I jump off the cliff? Can I jump off the cliff? Okay, I can't. Unfortunate. I probably should. In game. Or maybe. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't even have a quest assigned to her. You can just be a dickhead and be like, hey, you know that girl that you're basically stalking? She told me that she just fucking hates you, and that you don't wanna, that she told me to lie to you that she's dead because she doesn't want to see you anymore. And bro is like, my queen, I'll go find you, queen. And there's a reason why she tells you, hey, just fucking tell him I'm dead. It'll be easier. That guy's so dumb. And he is. And I don't remember what he does after that. I think he just copes. I think he's just some guy and he just copes, which is very funny to me. I don't remember what this is. This a channeling type thing, or is this a you scream and it you know? No, it just happens type thing. And damn, does that deal damage too? No, but it does do some work. It's just that it has a pretty long cooldown actually. Bone Chilling Cry has a non-insignificant cooldown. Is there something that lowers it or something? No. Right? Yeah, no, there's nothing. Okay. There's a lot of options for obviously there's a lot of options on how to build this, and I saw some I didn't look at everything, but I saw some of the ascended items, and holy shit. If you want a god roll build, good fucking luck, cause holy fuck. There are ascended modifiers for basically every skill. So if you want a god roll build, you can get like each item can be something that buffs you. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be every item, because ascended items can only be rares, and rares can only be so good. So, but it's still, you know, it's still a good reason to pick them up, especially because it gives regular rares skill modifiers, which are my favorite type of thing in this game, type of like item, or you know, like special stuff. I think it's a really cool way to itemize stuff and really give more options. Man, I might not actually be able to stream the full 2 hours, because my throat already hurts from just mega yap sessions. That's the power of not needing to ponder and like think really hard about what you're doing in game. You can just yap, and also not having water might contribute to that. So I'm gonna let you chill at the... I'm gonna put the mountain village back on. From Piku Niku, a game that's really silly and fun and also has really good music. Really good silly music specifically, which is what I like. And the composer, I can't believe I forgot their name, but they also made music for another game. And that's another game that, if you notice, the two games that the games that pop up as background music in my videos are Kirby and that other game that I forgot. Lovely Village, I think it's called. Those two come out a lot. I forgot. What am I supposed to tell you? Okay, there you go. And yeah, sure, I'll go find your wife. No, your sister. I very much read the text. Yes, I definitely do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab water because otherwise I'm literally going to die. I do think that humans can't live without water, so pretty important stuff. Okay, back. I was tempted by the watermelon in the fridge, I won't lie. Because damn, a watermelon is the perfect thing on a hot summer day. It's tasty and it's really refreshing. Like, it's just straight up cold water, basically. It's basically cold vitamin water. Something that, like, as someone who just drinks water without any problem, I don't understand the trend of, like, people needing something that doesn't taste like, you know, that tastes like something instead of water. Just don't really get that. I like water not tasting like anything. That's what makes it refreshing. You know, if I drink a Coke, like I have, because I burped. If I drink a Coke, it's going to be refreshing because it's cold. But the sweetness of it makes it less refreshing than if it was just water somehow. I don't know. I feel like that's just something that I take for granted somewhat. That, like, cold water is the most refreshing thing possible. You know, maybe except like watermelon or like fruit or like, you know, that sort of thing where it's fruit juice, kind of. No, yeah, fruit juice is just... Is that how you say that? I'm having a complete Or Gormo? What the hell was that? Okay, never mind. It's nothing. Unless it's, you know, like water, orange juice. Oh no, yeah, it is fruit juice. Like it's orange juice or whatever juice. That's fine. That's probably like as good as water. But if it's anything like artificially sweet or stuff like that, I don't know. You know, I'm someone who also doesn't like bubbly drinks too much. Like a little bit is fine, but I can't like, you know, knock it back and drink it like I would drink water if I'm really thirsty, because it doesn't, you know, I take sips. Don't knock that shit back and then do a massive burp or something. I don't remember what the name of that guy was, but like he became popular on the internet because he just did that, which I mean, I guess okay. But yeah, I can't do that even if I wanted to. I don't even remember how the fuck did I get to talking to this? I guess I was talking about watermelons. I am trying to play. Oh yeah. Okay. See, the guy, the werewolf roars instead of saying not enough space or whatever. Actually, let me see what did you say.
I can't carry my inventory. I can't carry it.
Okay, instead of saying that, you just roar, which, if you know what's going on, it works just as well. Oh, I found the exit. Whoops. I didn't mean to find the exit. I got unlucky because I believe that one of the spawns is right in front of that totem? Shrine. Right in front of that shrine. I have like 500 hours in this game. Right in front of that shrine, and the other one is like over here. I don't know. Let's see on the mini map. Honestly, originally when I first played this game, I was a little weirded out. The minimap didn't show you where the objective is until you got close enough to actually, you know, for it to actually be within your view. But as soon as you learn where things actually are, and like you accept it and just read the quest description, it's fine. You know, the quest description usually tells you the area you're supposed to go to, and then you just explore until you see the little thingy pop up, and then you have basically the same thing. So it's not a big deal. Also, I should definitely go back and sell all of this stuff because my inventory is mega full. Also, do you have... Yes! You can re-roll prefixes and is it affixes? You can roll affixes. You can re-roll affixes now, which is great. Because now you don't have, like, unless you want a double rare, which I believe it is possible, and whatever. But I also believe that it is expensive to re-roll stuff. So it isn't encouraged to re-roll until you get the perfect whatever. Rip and tear until it is no. So reduce the cooldown of judgment. Huh. Interesting. Double scythe it up. Oh my god, that looks so cool. Dual wielding just looks sick. I can't think of a game where dual wielding melee or guns is not sick as fuck. I mean, there's probably some bad games that just do it horribly, but you know, generally speaking, dual wielding is always cool because it's dual wielding, and it's also perfect if you are chronically undecided like I am. You can just wield both of the weapons instead of having to decide. Like, you can tell I'm chronically... Yeah, like, making a decision is impossible because I still haven't picked the second class. And I definitely won't this stream. I'm just going to play pure Berserker and just decide in my free time, because oh my god, that if I did it on stream, it would be like the whole stream. It would take very long for me to be like, but that combos with that really well, and that's like really cool. But I kind of like that one more. I guess Scholar's Light, fuck it. Wait, no, that's for Elemental. Whatever. Whatever. I need the energy buff things, maybe. I don't know. I just put points into whatever. The devotion tree is complicated to get it like very perfectly right. So I just do whatever the fuck, and I'm just like whatever. I will just get it wrong anyway, so I might as well get it really wrong. And then find someone else that did it better and be like, oh, so that's how you're supposed to do it, and then copy them. I'm pretty sure that's the ARPG experience right there. Wait, no, I'm going the complete opposite way that I should be. The ARPG experience is you do it your own way all the way through the game, and you're like, oh my god, this is so hard. And then you look at one guide and you're like, oh, so like it wasn't supposed to be hard. I'm just stupid. Or, you know, you can be smart, or you can be me. You know. But I mean, this game is not terrible with that. It's just that the only problem in terms of onboarding for build crafting with this game is that there's a lot. There's a lot you can do, and like a million billion different build options, and it just is real tough if you try to jump in. There's a lot you can do, and so it can be a little overwhelming, but it's good. You know, it's a good type of overwhelming, because you're not being overwhelmed in the moment. You're being overwhelmed when you're really looking into things and you're like, oh my god, there is so much depth. So I wouldn't say it's like overwhelming. It's more like, oh, there's so much depth. I don't even know. I don't know anything actually. But then you just make something and see if it works, and you know, and then go from there. I actually have started making my own builds, etc. Are they good? Not really. They're fine. They're like okay, and they're also based off of a legendary item, which I think is kind of a easy mode way to do it. Because if you base yourself off a legendary item, you usually have some kind of I'm so lost. I need to have the thing point north. You usually have some kind of direct guidance. Like, legendary items are usually very directed towards one idea or one playstyle or stuff like that. Like, usually legendary weapons are like that, where they have a special skill modifier that allows some special stuff, etc. etc. And so using that is a easier way to decide on a build, or you know, have some kind of guidance on what to focus on with the build making process. Like, for example, with my occultist, I picked up, I believe it's an armor set. Actually, I originally picked up an epic scythe that boosted the fuck out of Doom Bowl. And then I was like, oh, that's really cool, I want to build that. And then I found out that there's a legendary set that also boosts the fuck out of Doom Bowl. and I just built more with. I just focused on that even harder, and that is how I got my very mid. I mean, it's not horrendous. It does okay in the late game content. It, for being a me-made build, it's pretty damn good. If you compare it to anything else, it's pretty damn bad, and yeah, no, it's bad. But you know, I did what I did. These are. Hey, I'm that guy that like stole half your money because this is normal mode playthrough, so consequences aren't real. Because I'm going to encounter you twice more, and once more I shall steal half your money, and then I will be nice to you, and you will only remember me being nice to you, because why would I ever go back to normal mode? Wait, I went back to the wrong place. I went back too far. I have to go to Dead Man's Gulch and use my special magic, epic magic superpower of I can just teleport you to send everyone through. I imagine that they all go through one by one. I don't know, maybe you can just teleport groups. And then go talk to the guy, and then go kill a bunch of stuff, and then come back and do the hardest quest in the game, which is talk to her. Actually, is it here? Oh yeah, this is the hardest quest in the game. You talk to him, you walk down the stairs,
I'll skip the pleasantry.
and you
The
talk
Legion
to
is
her.
split on two fronts.
Crazy
To the
stuff.
north, we
Like,
have the
I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stairs right there. Not everyone can do that. You need to be possessed by an ethereal to do that. Like, come on. And you need to be in werewolf form too, otherwise it takes like twice the time. That's the werewolf form buff. I mean, I get why that's a thing, obviously, but you know, it's just silly that it's a quest. Like, you get the quest completed thing on that too. It's not even a step in the quest. But are there multi-step quests? I don't think so. I think every step of a quest is a quest. So I get why it's like that, but it is funny that you just walk down the stairs and talk to her. Something that, by the way, he could just do. And like, Ulgrim is also the only one out of any of the characters that is in any way ever interested in fighting alongside you. Like in the DLC, they just send you and they're just like, yeah, do the thing. I'm just gonna stay here and like chill with the boys. That's fine. Because like, honestly, this whole saving the planet thing, kind of fucking annoying. I don't want to do it. You do it for me. Come on. Chop chop. Get to it. Like, okay. I mean, you probably wouldn't have been very helpful. Ulgrim sure as shit wasn't in the final boss. Spoilers, except not really. But at least he was there. Like, come on, man. A little bit of solidarity doesn't fucking hurt. But no, you get nothing. That's the thanks you get. Actually, no, you do get thanked. Quite well, actually. Well, you get theoretically thanked. Like at the beginning in the cutscene for Ashes of Malmö, like Inquisitor Creed is just like, hey, I know we asked a lot of you. Can you do this one more thing for us? And one more thing is stop, you know, it's quite a thing that he asks. That, you know, it's quite the one more thing, but you know. Also, this might be a good upgrade. I don't know. I just saw green and I equipped it. I think that's how you're supposed to play everything. I mean, it's not even I think. I'm pretty sure that that's how you do it. Also, let me pick it up. Even though I'm probably not. Mega yawn. Isn't that a Pokemon? I don't think it's a Pokemon with a Mega evolution, but I think there is a Pokemon that's like yawn something. I mean, you know, considering how silly Pokemon names have been getting, yeah, it wouldn't be surprising. I mean, in general, Pokemon designs have gotten a lot sillier, or like a lot more. Like they have always been silly. It's just that they have gotten a lot more complex and like intricately silly. Like a sand castle. It's silly, but it's completely, you know, it's very weird that it's a living thing. Whereas Onyx, that's just like a bunch of rocks. That's also kind of silly, but it's a little less silly that it's a, you know, living thing. But I'm also someone who does actually kind of like the new designs. Like for example, I do like. I mean, I don't. I'm also not someone who's played the originals. You know, the originals being like Gen 3 and before when they were a kid. I played. What's that? Gen 4 or Gen 5? Platinum and Diamond. And then Black and White, and then Black and White 2. And Black and White and Black and White 2 are probably my favorite. At least, you know, they're the ones that I remember the most. Maybe N being N has had something to do with it, who knows. But yeah, those are the ones that I remember the most, and that's, I mean, I would say that maybe like Sun and Moon is where it really started, designs really started to change towards what they are now. But, you know, the change was gradual, and so it's probably the reason why they don't bother me at all. Might also be because I just got you know, Black and White was already a little sillier with designs, and then so things getting a little sillier on top of that didn't really bother me. But I don't know, it's all entirely theoretical Pokemon conversation. I play Grimdog. See, this is what I meant about this game being perfect for streaming. I just, you know, I'm not even doing that bad in the game. I can just yap about Pokemon or whatever, and it's no problem. And it's really easy to do so too, because like I can literally play with one hand. Not for any you know, when you say you can play with one hand, generally speaking you mean only one thing, but I don't. I mean that I bound like the movement buttons to my mouse. For example, right now I'm playing with one hand. And it's working perfectly fine. I have the other hand on the water bottle, and I'm going to drink, but I want to mute myself before I do that. And I do actually need two hands to do that, so I'm going to drink up because I brought water with me for a reason. I do think I'll probably go through the whole fucking liter bottle. If I actually stream more than 2 hours for sure. But I think I'll even though this is a game that's really easy to stream, I also do just kind of want to play the game. And streaming is easy and it's effortless, etc. But, you know, I still need to think a little bit about talking, etc. So, oh fuck, I died. Damn. So, you know, I'll stream a little bit. I don't know how I feel about not even getting to the DLC. But by the looks of things, I don't think I will get there. Because the DLC is in more than just a little bit. Wait, what? Oh, I just can't equip it. It's in like half. No, probably like an hour. And the pace I'm going, probably an hour of gameplay. There is also there is always the emergency option of just playing on this character. And let's see, maybe playing on this character does... Wait, what? Oh, because I'm on elite difficulty. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go back down to normal, and now I should be able to just jump into the DLC if I want to. Right? Yes. So I'm going to continue playing on that save file on my own time, but because I actually do want to play a little bit of the DLC on stream, I am going to load up on another character so I can actually just do it. What? I didn't clear the... What? I'm sure I did though, right? But I must have. I beat the story with this character.
That skill's not ready.
Weird. This is a this is also a Blackwater grenade chucking sorcerer. Another all me build.
I can't do that yet.
Which is a funny way of saying another poo-poo stinky build, which sucks. Oh wait, no, it's at Fort Icon. So he's actually just here? Oh yeah. He's actually just here. Oh, that's new. Okay, so I'm just gonna go sell...
Good. It's precise.
I'm just gonna go sell a bunch of stuff. Wait, no, I didn't beat the final boss. Because Ulgrim is right there. Huh. I'm just gonna sell everything. I don't think any of this is useful for this character. And if it isn't, oh boy, the consequences of my actions. Boop, boop. And let's go.
Apologies for the interruption, but I understand you are the one responsible for scattering the... My apologies. I know the esteemed Inquisitor. Just a few days ago, I and the rest of my troop were dispatched to the northwest on what should have been a routine scouting mission. And for me, it largely was. A few beast sightings, but nothing of concern. However, my companions never returned from their routes. The frozen reaches of Asterkarn are home to all manner of creatures, but I suspect it is not them we are contending with. Asterkarn is also home to the Kern, our ancient enemies. I have little doubt that they are behind these disappearances. The Inquisitor cannot spare additional troops, but a lone agent of your caliber may succeed. I beg you, venture northwest from Fort Icon. They are savages, bloodthirsty and ruthless people who worship heathen gods. In another age, they were dealt a crushing defeat by the Asterkarn Empire, and had not dared to cross into our land since. Fort Icon stands as a testament to this ancient conflict, and marks the border between Asterkarn and the frozen wastes. Even though the bulk of our forces is committed to pushing back the Ethereals and Chthonians, Inquisitor Creed has wisely insisted that we ensure the Kern do not try anything while our backs are turned. It would be like those honorless brutes to attack when we are contending with the enemies of mankind.
Okay. Something tells me that I will just encounter the Kern and they'll be the chillest people ever, and I'll be like, what? The Black Legion isn't that great. It's almost like, you know... I mean... Maybe... I don't know, this game is not... This game is pretty good. I mean, obviously, but like, in terms of storytelling too. Ah, whatever, I'll just read those on my own. Because, I mean, it would just be silence as I read. Because dyslexia means I'm just not gonna happen that I'm gonna be able to read that shit.
You can't do that.
Out loud? Nope. No, not happening. Oh my god, it's the DLC areas. Oh my goodness, DLC and no wait, this guy. What the hell?
I can't do that yet.
What is where? Whoa, okay, no, that's DLC enemies. Now these are new. Hell yeah. And they look fucking awesome. Look at that. That looks sick as hell. Oh my god. That looks so good. Oh, a totem. Hell yeah. More super sick looking enemies. Grim Harvester's boots. Also, this is the DLC that adds Epic Awakening, which is such a fucking cool idea for helping epics be less, how should I put this, garbage. Because unfortunately epics, they just aren't that great. They get beaten out by monster infrequents, and you know, there are some that are good, etc, but like on the most, you know, for the most part. What is this? There's a circle here, and there's supposed to be like a shit ton of secrets in this DLC, so I'm very suspicious of anything. Anyway, like I fully fucking forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the epics. So like, monster infrequents beat them pretty easily, hands down. And so to help them, they have added awakening epics to turn them into legendary versions of themselves that are just better in every possible way. And as far as I understand that, it is connected to the the new game mode. You know, it's not really a game mode in the same way Epic, Veteran, and Ultimate are, but it is a new game mode to make the game even harder with some really cool ideas. For example, that the coolest idea is that you can buff like specific rewards and specific things in terms of gameplay that you might get, and with those buffs come increased difficulty by making your enemies stronger in specific ways. For example, if you want to just, you know, loot the open world with the upgraded caches, you will have specifically upgraded enemies that respond to that in some way. I don't know what the upgrade is. I don't know shit, but yeah. And I think that's just really cool. I saw you spawn in. You're not slick, buddy. Why am I what's that? Oh, it's just a storm. Why am I killing all of these creatures? Because I can. Okay, yeah, then that's a fair reason. Sorry, the cold is really getting me. Also, I just realized they released a very wintry DLC in the middle of summer. They're just taunting us with the cold that we cannot get.
I can't do that.
Or maybe they're just living in a really cold place. In which, you know, if they are, it is still taunting us with the cold that we cannot get. I mean, it's gotten cooler, like the Dragon Ball guy. It's gotten a little less scorching, instant death hot outside, but it's still not pleasant. It's livable at least. I mean, I guess that's the very least you could ask for, literally. Okay, I might be lost already. I am supposed to explore over here to search for the missing scouts. However, there is no fucking way I'm not going to find corpses like the. I will definitely find corpses. There's no way that these guys are alive, right? Am I supposed to go in here or not? I'm just gonna go in here anyways. If I'm not, well, whatever. I'll just find stuff and progress the plot anyways. Oh! Sif! Like the Dark Souls boss, right? Sif? Oh my god! Okay. Cool. Harmonious Covenant of Sif. Where is that? I actually don't see it. Oh, there it is. Nice. Star Pact. Yeah, I think this is a reference to the Dark Souls boss, maybe. I haven't beaten Dark Souls 1. I think I talked about it in the last stream. That I tried to, and then the controls felt really janky, and the runbacks got really annoying, and so I decided, you know what? How about I don't do that? How about instead I play Elden Ring Randomizer or something? And then I did that, and I had more fun. I'm strangely tired. Or, I guess, sleepy. I wouldn't say I'm tired. I guess, isn't sleepy and tired basically the same thing anyway? I guess kind of, but, you know. Wait, they... Who...
I will not begrudge a traveler a place by
Hello.
the fire in these winds, as Amatok teaches us.
An elder Bristolhorn we call Ragu roams just north of here. I'm gonna eat that guy. The hulking animal is well past his prime, but he refuses to relinquish his status as the alpha of the herd, preventing young... Help! Restore balance. Okay, this is just a Monster Hunter quest. Okay, I will kill the guy. Where did he say? I'm just going to run around until I'm just going to kill every single other. Like he was like, oh, we need to restore our balance. Let me just kill everything else. Just, you know, that way it'll be balanced by having nothing be alive. I mean, how can it be unbalanced if there is nothing alive? You know, that's. I'm just solving the problem in a unique, interesting way, obviously. What? Who are you? Oh my god. Okay, you are going to kill me. That's who you are. Let's go back to hunting the innocent. Oh, there you are, Ragu. Hell yeah, burn. Choice flank. I mean, I did just cook him alive. Ragu's mane of the boar. I know it's not Ragu, but wait, is that just on like a? Is it like, that looks tasty. Okay, that looks very tasty, and it's pre-cooked because I used a fucking Molotov to kill him. Let's see what do the bros have to say to me. offering them a steak. Yeah, of course I would take up the challenge, dumbass. I'm the protagonist of the game. You don't know anything, do you? You stupid little man. We will get this meat over the fire, a hearty meal to share on a frigid day. You have shown your intentions to be true, so I will be true in mine. These ointments will shield you from any... I wish you fortune, little Ender. May your brethren still draw back when you find them. But if you wish to take a moment to... Blah, blah, blah. Okay, basically he's still telling me, hey, you should probably give up. They are dead. Like, for sure, 100% dead. Like, you are coping if you think they are not dead. But, like...
That skill's not ready.
I couldn't... How could they be dead? They were alive. That doesn't make any sense. You can't be both of those things. I'm pretty sure about that one. I checked. Like, at least twice. But I don't know where else to really look on the scary mountain with the scary stuff. But surely the thing I'm supposed to look for isn't on the scary mountain with the scary stuff. Oh hey, free stuff. Okay, I am... Grim Tools map is calling to me a little bit. Also, ending the stream is calling to me a little bit because I am kind of tired, but I do want to stream a little bit more of the actual DLC instead of me just yapping, playing Berserker in the base game. This seems important. Okay, no, it's not actually important. It's just a resource. Never mind. I got bamboozled. Mega yawn. Well, considering that I got a quest saying, hey, where are my friends? And I got it like over here. I imagine that the scouting party must be ahead of this place. Like they must, you know, I must pass through here while still looking for them to find them, because there is there's quest dialogue that implies that I'm still looking for them, etc. Huh. Neat. Oh yeah, that is true. That's a really cool real fact that trees that get struck from lightning, they burn from the inside out, which leaves a really cool looking tree. It's just, yeah, there's no other way. Scientists have tried to describe it in any other way, and they failed. It's just called a cool looking tree. You can look it up on a dictionary. You will find cool looking tree to mean that. Like literally, there's the definition is that, and then there's an image of that. So
That skill's not ready.
there, you know, for someone I was supposed to like bring balance to the ecosystem and stuff.
That skill's not ready.
I sure am killing a lot of animals. And like, completely for no, I could definitely not do that.
That skill's not ready.
But if anyone asks, they pulled a gun on me. That, you know, self-defense. Yep, I'm not burning down their home. I'm just adding some warmth features. Yes, obviously. I mean, I imagine that they would be like somewhere in the deepest part of this area. There, you know, the scouting party should be something like the final What is that? It should be like the
Skills not ready.
finishing part of the area, maybe? I don't know. It is getting a little bit harder to keep up the yap. So the end stream button calls them. And you know what? If it calls to me, maybe I will answer. You know what? Actually, I have it's the perfect idea. When I finish this first quest and have it be completed, I will end stream and probably lie down and eat ice cream, and then keep playing the video game. The video J. Jordan James. That's not even a stream bit. I just talk like that. I'm just stupid like that. So, where am I supposed to go like that?
Skills not ready.
Okay, so up here I haven't explored. Let's go check up there. I mean, they must be somewhere around here, especially because I'm supposed to eventually reach the mountains and then get to the Kern Hold, etc. So going north this way should lead me straight to where I need to go. Now, going north in general usually takes you where you need to go in this game. At least in most maps, you are just mainly going up. Like, look. You go up, and up, and up, and here you go up, up. And here you go up, up, up. So see, in basically every map, in the DLCs, etc., your main objective is go north. Well, not your main objective, but going north is never a wrong decision, or like a objectively wrong decision. Like, it's probably going to take you in the right direction. It doesn't make any sense because I didn't say one direction, but it still popped into my mind. It's just direction, I guess. That's just an elk. It's not even a fantasy creature. That's just like, I one-shot it, proving that it's just an elk. Like, it is truly just just the creature. Not even mythological or anything. It's just, we have those.
That skill's not ready.
Oh hey, it's the guys and they're dead. That's not surprising. Oh no, they're not dead. They're just coping. Uh-huh. Just go.
You wield strange magics, Lowlander, but that was an impressive feat. I'd have thought your death screams would echo in the peaks, but here you are. The taint of he who dwells below creation reaches farther with every passing moon. Not even the beasts of Asterkarn are spared his putrid touch. It does not surprise me that his foul tendrils have infected your lands as well. My people, the Kern, have long contended with the darkness, but I am no skald and will not speak of such matters directly. I admit, I believed all Lyrulean soft, but you have shown yourself to be a warrior of some talent. May I not live to regret this, but with all that is at stake, perhaps this calls for a meeting of our people. If you wish to learn more of the rot that chokes life from our land, you will need to head to Kernhold. Though, getting called to speak may prove difficult. Kernhold is the ancient meeting place of the clan chiefs, and the last safe bastion in a dying land. It lies far to the northwest in a valley not yet touched by the deepening cold. I have a sigil which will grant you entry into Frail Valley. The door is
Bro
hidden,
just saw me
but
kill
my
a
sigil
single
will
animal
lead
and he's
the
like,
way.
yeah, you can probably
The
kill
icebound passage beyond is
an ancient
treacherous,
god. I think
but
you
if
can
you
probably
are
do
as
that.
capable as the battle with Garmir has shown, then it should be a trifling matter.
Thanks, bro. And thanks for watching. I'm totally not gonna get pulled into the, you know, the death dimension after that one. Like, how can that could